Hello and welcome to KLM Institute.
Today, we're going to talk about the ongoing and intensifying tensions between China and Taiwan, a topic that has been grabbing headlines and capturing the world's attention. Chinese President Xi Jinping, in his New Year's speech on 2024 December 31st, made it abundantly clear that China's goal of reunification with Taiwan is unstoppable. His words sent a strong message to the Taiwanese government, pro-independence forces, and the international community. But what exactly is going on here, and why is this issue so crucial not only for China and Taiwan but for the entire world? Let's take a step back and understand the historical context. The roots of the Taiwan-China conflict can be traced back to 1949, at the conclusion of the Chinese Civil War. The conflict saw the Communist Party, led by Mao Zedong, defeat the Nationalist Party, known as the Kuomintang KMT, which retreated to Taiwan. This marked the separation of Taiwan from mainland China, with the KMT continuing to rule the island as the Republic of China (ROC), while the Communists established the People's Republic of China (PRC) on the mainland. Since then, China has claimed Taiwan as a part of its territory, considering it a breakaway province, but Taiwan, with its thriving democracy, has rejected this claim and maintains that it is a sovereign state. Fast forward to today, under the leadership of Xi Jinping, China's stance has become more aggressive. In his recent speech, Xi reiterated that Taiwan is an inseparable part of China, framing the issue as a matter of national pride and destiny. He said, "The people on both sides of the Taiwan Strait are one family," underscoring the Chinese belief that Taiwan's eventual integration with China is inevitable and must happen. For Beijing, Taiwan's separation is seen as an anomaly, and its reunification is viewed as necessary for the fulfillment of China's national rejuvenation, a central theme of Xi Jinping's vision for the country. But on the other side of the Taiwan Strait, the Taiwanese government and its 23 million citizens have a different perspective. Taiwan has long considered itself independent, with its own government, economy, and political system. Over the years, Taiwan has grown into a thriving democracy, and its people have consistently shown a desire to maintain the status quo or pursue full independence. The government in Taipei firmly rejects China's claims, emphasizing that only the people of Taiwan should have the right to determine their future. In recent years, Beijing has increased its military pressure on Taiwan, conducting frequent military drills and sending warships and aircraft near the island. Taiwanese officials view this as an attempt by China to normalize its military presence around Taiwan, subtly preparing for the possibility of taking the island by force. This has led to heightened tensions, and Beijing's increasing military actions have only strengthened Taiwan's resolve to defend its sovereignty. In the midst of this growing tension, the election of Lai Ching-te as Taiwan's president in 2024 has further complicated the situation. China has labeled Lai a separatist due to his pro-independence stance, and Beijing has made it clear that it will not tolerate any steps toward Taiwan's formal independence. Earlier in 2024, China conducted large-scale military exercises near Taiwan, sending a stark message to Lai and the Taiwanese people that Beijing would take decisive action if necessary. But Taiwan is not alone in this struggle. The United States, a longtime ally of Taiwan, has been a key player in the region. The U.S. has maintained a policy of strategic ambiguity, meaning that it has never explicitly committed to defending Taiwan in the event of a Chinese attack but has continued to provide military support. Through the Taiwan Relations Act, which was passed in 1979, the U.S. has been able to offer defensive arms to Taiwan and has vowed to ensure that the island has the means to defend itself. While the U.S. has avoided stationing troops in Taiwan, its support has been a key deterrent against Chinese aggression. The role of the U.S. in the Taiwan-China dispute has also become a point of contention. As tensions have escalated, the U.S. has continued to approve arms sales to Taiwan, the latest being a $2 billion deal that includes advanced radar systems and missile defense technology. However, the situation has become more uncertain, especially with the prospect of a second term for former President Donald Trump. Trump has made some controversial remarks, suggesting that Taiwan should pay for its protection from the U.S., a stance that has left many wondering what the future of U.S. support for Taiwan might look like. Trump's comments about Taiwan paying for defense have sparked concerns that Taiwan might find itself in a vulnerable position, without the unwavering U.S. commitment it has enjoyed in the past. So, why is Taiwan so important to China? For China, controlling Taiwan is not just a matter of territorial integrity, it's also about economic and strategic dominance. Taiwan is home to some of the world's most advanced semiconductor industries, which are critical to the global tech supply chain. By gaining control over Taiwan, China would secure a vital position in the global economy and strengthen its technological capabilities. Additionally, Taiwan's location in the Pacific makes it a critical geopolitical asset for China, giving it control over important shipping routes and strengthening its influence in the region. But how difficult would it be for China to actually capture Taiwan? The answer is not straightforward. Taiwan's military is well equipped, and the island is fortified with advanced weaponry, including Patriot missiles, F-16 fighters, and Abrams tanks. This makes it a formidable adversary even for China, which, despite having the world's largest military, would face significant challenges in mounting a successful invasion. Moreover, Taiwan's geography, with its rugged terrain, provides natural defenses that would complicate any military campaign. The US and other countries like Japan and Australia would likely intervene to prevent China from forcibly taking Taiwan. The U.S. has made it clear that any Chinese attempt to seize Taiwan would have severe consequences, including military and economic retaliation. The U.S. has also hinted at the possibility of deploying thousands of drones to target Chinese forces in the event of an invasion, further complicating China's military calculations. Now, let's think about how this situation might affect India. While India is not directly involved in the Taiwan issue, the broader implications of a Chinese takeover of Taiwan could have significant consequences for India's security. China's growing assertiveness in the South China Sea and along its border with India could be amplified if Beijing successfully captures Taiwan. Moreover, India's strategic partnerships with the US and other democratic nations could be put to the test, as India seeks to navigate a delicate balancing act between its economic ties with China and its security concerns. So, what happens next? The world is watching closely. Any action taken by China to assert control over Taiwan would not only reshape the political landscape of East Asia but would also send shockwaves through global markets, alliances, and security dynamics. Taiwan's future remains uncertain, but one thing is clear: the situation is far from simple, and the consequences of any conflict could be catastrophic. As President Xi Jinping said in his New Year's speech, "No one can sever our family bonds." But for Taiwan, its people, and the world, this family is deeply divided, and the struggle for the island's future is far from over. Stay tuned to KLM Institute for more updates on this unfolding global crisis.